Hey crew, welcome back to our channel. My name is Stacy. So today we're going to be talking about 7 things that they don't tell you about labor and delivery.
Get life to the next life. Get life to the next life. Get life to the next life.
First things first, labor and delivery plan, right? So you make this whole big plan about how things are going to go, how the room is going to be set up. Is there going to be music playing, candles lit, or, you know, whatever, incense. You plan to push for like 7 minutes. First of all, you're going to go into labor at 39 weeks and 6 days. You have this whole thing planned out, right? Nothing ever goes as planned. Let me just tell y'all that now. You can make a plan. It's nice to have a plan so they know like that you want a vaginal delivery, whether you do or don't want an epidural, because you know once that pain hits you can be like, give me an epidural. So it's important to have a plan. It's always good to have one, but just know that things may not go as planned, and that's okay, because in the moment you'll want to do what's best for you and best for baby to have a healthy and safe delivery. And speaking of labor and delivery plans, you may plan to have an epidural. Just know when you get an epidural, you're going to need a catheter. It's a little tube they stick into, you know, you won't feel it. It doesn't hurt when you get it put in, or it's not supposed to. Somebody didn't do something right if it hurts. Yeah, so when you have your catheter in, you won't even notice that you have to pee. It'll just, you know, your bladder will just empty, and you don't have to worry about getting up and running to the restroom. Now, before you get the catheter in, that's another thing that happens. Like, you'll know when it's almost time for you to deliver, because your body will want to empty out whatever is, you know, the blockage for you to push. And so you may have diarrhea. That's like another thing that happens. This could happen like a day or two before you deliver. Another thing that happens, which is the opposite of diarrhea, you may have constipation. And if you have that during labor and delivery, the labor and delivery process, then there's a chance that you could go number 2 on the bed while you're pushing, like, because you're using everything to just push and get that baby out. And so you could go number 2. With my first pregnancy, I was like terrified of that. I was like, please, I even told my nurse, I hope I don't poop on this bed while I'm pushing. And lo and behold, guess what? It happened. And the nurses see it all the time, so they were ready for it. During the time of pushing, when that happened, I was like, I don't even care. Like, just get this baby out. Don't be embarrassed. Nurses are ready. They see it all the time. So here's what's next, like more feeling like you need to poop. So how do you know when it's time to push? You will feel the urge to poop like times 100. It'll be so much pressure down there. I was hanging on to the side of the bed. I don't know if we have a clip to put in, but I was holding on to the side of the bed because my nurses were waiting for my doctor to get there, and they're like, don't push. You like, don't what? Like, the baby's pushing itself out. I don't even have to do any work. But you feel the urge to just like bear down into your bottom and just push, help this baby come out, because the baby is like knocking on the door like, hey, let me out. I'm ready to come out. I'm ready to see the world. You've been waiting on me for 9 months or however long. They don't want you to push because they want the doctor to help guide the baby's head out and tell you when you're having a contraction to make it easier so you don't tear. If you push while you're not having a contraction, while you're pushing the baby's head out or shoulders, you could get a slight tear, and your doctor may tell you the degree of tear that you have. I usually have like a 1st or 2nd degree, which is like not that bad, and they can put like maybe 2 or 3 stitches in. I know they say it's better to get an episiotomy, which means they cut you down there. And if you have an epidural, you usually don't feel any of this. They usually say if you tear, then it takes a little longer to heal. But either way, you get stitches. They're dissolvable stitches, so you don't have to go back to the doctor to get them taken out or anything. It's a little uncomfortable, but it usually doesn't hurt. And my advice is to take your mind off of it. You get it after the baby's delivered, so the baby's on your chest. It's better to have that distraction. So after your baby is born, you get the baby out, you have that tear, they're stitching it up. You have to deliver something else. Yes, the placenta has to be delivered. It's the baby's house, what the baby's been living in, and you'll get it out in maybe like 2 pushes, 2 good pushes, you're holding your baby. It doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't feel anything like what you just delivered, your little bundle of joy in your hand. After the baby is delivered, the placenta is delivered, you get a massage, right? Sounds lovely? No. The nurses or the doctor push down on your stomach to make sure everything is out, everything that's been in there the whole 9 months, making sure there's no blood clotting. And that part does hurt, or it is uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, but it's to benefit you. Hopefully you got some great tips out of this video and it was helpful, and now you know a little bit more about what happens during labor and delivery. I hope you have a safe delivery. Stay tuned for more videos. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up. My next video will be about what they don't tell you when you're high risk. All of my pregnancies were high risk, so I have a lot of information to share with you. Leave a comment below and let me know if you enjoyed this. Make sure you hit that bell so that you don't miss an upload. Okay, mamas, stay blessed and have a beautiful pregnancy.